there is like something sort of like it on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like the YouTube camera or some dish like that. I don't know. All right, let me go see if I'm live. I should be live. Hi.
Yeah, you're live.
First, like few seconds.
Give everyone the time to come in.
I think I have my channel like on speed dial on here, but I don't.
Speed dial?
Well, you put it as your favorite, so it's like a.
Oh, okay.
All right, so hello, 901, the gamer, the gamer. Hello, geek, my favorite geek. And
There's only one true geek after all.
Yes. And it's Jess. Hi, Jess. And Kiwi. Yo, hi, Kiwi. Yeah, I'm so out of it today.
It's been a while, right? A little rusty?
Oh my gosh. So hi guys, welcome to show number 6. And in this show we're going to talk about my, not my thoughts, because you all know my thoughts about the Switch Lite. But afterwards, like, okay, this thing is a thing, so what's gonna happen to the thing? So that's what I'm gonna talk about. I aired all my vents and grievances. Y'all know that video, that infamous video.
The hottest of takes.
I don't know why that was such a hot take, but it was. And yeah, so we're gonna do that, and we're going to talk about anything else that pops up while we're talking, because I'm so out of it today. Anyways, Shifty, go introduce yourself.
Oh, when you just say Shifty, go, I'm like, what am I doing? Yeah, I am Shifty. That is quite literally the name of my channel also, and is also an introduction. I do a lot of things. I cover Smash Brothers mostly. I do drama videos in gaming community for the most part. I just started doing a kind of more educational thing of learning how to play Smash better. So I do a little few things. A lot of competitive Smash though, to be fair.
Yeah, he's taking appointments for one-on-one coaching for Smash.
Oh my!
So if you're interested, let him know. But it's funny how you say you have you do drama videos, but I have like the most hot takes on me.
Okay, when I say drama videos, it's not because I have like some hot take opinions. Usually just some guy did something stupid. I'm just like, ooh, everyone look at that. That was bad what he did. Don't do that. Yeah, I mean I have other videos too, but that just seems to be the most most eyes on it, I guess.
All right, so I guess we're gonna start with the Switch Lite Pepsi Cola. I like to call it the Pepsi Cola now. I don't know why. Anyways, it's a thing. It's gonna be a thing, but I have my predictions on kind of what it's going to be. So pretty much what I'm thinking of is they're going to take the 3DS library and just slowly sprinkle it on the Switch Lite and the Switch, because there's too many good games on the 3DS to like abandon. Just leave it like.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised they do that with some games. Like I think they did that with. I mean, no, they kind of did it with Sushi. That Sushi game. What was it called? Sushi Strikers, whatever.
Yeah.
They released it on both, but I don't see them doing it for a lot. Like I think it. Yeah.
I have a theory as to why, because you know how they did the Nintendo Selects. Well, they did the Nintendo Selects. They could kind of implement that for like the 3DS games. So instead of paying $60 per game, you could pay like the $40, which was an original 3DS game title thing. Or if it's in the Select family, it'd be $20.
I mean, I could see them doing a Select type thing. I just don't think it'll be like. I don't think it'll be tied to like 3DS games. I think they'll just like pick games at random, just be like, "Yo, all right, this is gonna be 20. This is gonna be 20. This is gonna be 20." and whether that was like a 3DS game or not. Like I could see Sushi Striker being that kind of game because no one bought that game. But and Arms, I could see Arms being like that too. You know. Uh, but in terms of putting 3DS games on there, I could see them just like not doing that for a lot of games. Like,
Jeez.
yeah,
Leaving them out to dry.
yeah, kinda, because they kind of have to do that like to an extent, like eventually.
No, but they had the whole thing where each kind of handheld or console was um available for the last console. Like the Wii played GameCube, the 3DS for a time played Game Boy Advance games, the DS or the 3DS plays DS games, and now the Switch just plays whatever it wants.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason for that is because of the way the system was made. Because like a GameCube to a Wii is they're very similar in terms of like the
This is
internals.
like McDonald's.
Sponsor us, uh, but no, but I think it's mostly just because like the Switch is built in a way that doesn't allow for that. I guess
That's why I
because
was thinking the whole online thing. Like they have this whole kind of what was it called before? The virtual console? Maybe call it the switcheroo or something.
I mean, I would like if they just took the NES app and just kind of like instead of calling it the NES online service, just call it like the I don't know the classic game service or something. Just put a bunch of other stuff on there.
What about like the Switch service? So like they switch it around.
What like? What do you mean?
Well, not games, you can't do that. But like they switch around. Oh, you get a GameCube game. Oh, you get a Wii game. Here you go, 3DS game. Woo!
I mean, they can do the whole what is it? Xbox Game Pass, Netflix thing where it's like they give us a whole bunch of games and then like after a certain time they cycle out some of the lesser played ones and then they put in new games and they just keep doing that.
They can't do that. Even the lesser played games are still loved by somebody.
Yeah, but I mean that's what a lot of services do. So I'm just kind of assuming like if they did it exactly that way, then I guess like people might be more open to it than how it is now.
Yeah, because the NES ain't selling anybody.
Yeah, no one cares. Like even if you're like a retro guy and you're like, wow, I really do like NES games. You can play NES games on literally every other device ever made. Like you don't.
Alright, we got new peeps, so let me say hi. Hi, Super Chris. Hi, Lazy James. Hello, Fly Girl Gaming. I see you. And Matt Made. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, hi, guys. Welcome. Hope you feel good. I don't know why that sounded so awkward.
It's been a while. You're a little rusty on the whole
Yeah.
fasting thing right now.
The crazy thing has only been like a day or something.
Well, I mean, like last week we didn't have a
Oh, yeah,
podcast,
we
right?
did.
So yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Oh, okay. It was my mom's birthday, so I have an excuse.
I mean, I would say it was a good one.
Yeah. Anywhoosies. Hello. Hey, news to astonish. Hi. Hi. Okay, so back on topic.
Yeah, but you were saying how you wanted 3DS games on the Switch, basically.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like I think it would happen, but it would be for very specific titles. Like I don't think you'll see like a lot of the library come through.
Well, they just did the Mario and Luigi kind of. The thing is, the 3DS has the dual screen, so you got to keep in mind how that would work.
Yeah.
So it's like, um, let me think of a game that uses it a lot.
I mean,
I don't
even
even know.
I mean, even if a game uses the dual screen a lot, they can probably just like figure out a way to kind of
Mesh them.
yeah, like if they really wanted to, they can still get it to work. Like Mario Maker 2 on the Switch, like doesn't control as well as the first game does on Wii U, in my opinion, but they still got it on there. You know, like it's still
They got a lot on the 3DS, like Xenoblades. It
yeah.
looked ugly. It looks
Actually, can
fun.
we get like if there's a 3DS game, can we get that? Can you just put Xenoblade Chronicles on Switch and not make it look like 240p or whatever resolution it was on?
That man's face looked like it was spray painted or something. It looked weird. Anyways,
Like I love Xenoblade Chronicles 1. It's probably like top 10 games of all time for me, but like don't play it on 3DS. Like get it, make an HD re-release for it and I'll buy it like day one.
well, you heard him, folks. Anyways, so
Play
what
it.
are your thoughts? Why I, you know, think of stuff to say.
Well, I'll ask you this because I know you're very much against the whole mobile thing. So, how do you feel about Dr. Mario on your phone? Have you played
It
it?
makes me sick.
Well, then you got Dr. Mario to help with that. See, it solves the problem.
Nah, he's part of the problem.
Oh, damn.
Anyways, yeah.
I
Like,
don't think, I think that's the exact opposite of a doctor's job.
well, he does it bad, quite frankly. So my whole problem with the mobile games is they perpetuate this freaking microtransaction thing. It's like how do mobile game players put up with all these microtransactions? I would be pissed. I'll be like, stop it with the ads. Stop it, stop it, stop. Don't tell me I ran out of stamina. Don't do that. I have to buy more stamina. That doesn't fly. So, yeah, Nintendo has been doing it better than some ways. I mean, more better than Square Enix. Way better than Square Enix. Like the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is okay on the micros, but they're still there. That's why I get like all icky with the games on mobile because mobile means microtransaction. The only reason games are on mobile because they could get away with all BS and like it's like why is Pokemon Masters on a mobile? That game looks console tier gaming right there. It's reduced to a mobile. Why? Because money. And a lot of people put up with it or say, oh, you don't have to buy it. I don't want to wait 24 hours so I can resume my crafting in Animal Crossing. Nope, I don't.
I think, like, the way I look at it, I think it's mostly like, I think the problem with microtransactions getting like super crazy, it's when the game is free to play, is when it kind of crosses that line. Because you have like free to play games on like consoles and PC that have like a ton of microtransactions. Uh, for me, I do play like a good amount of like mobile games or free to play games, and
Sorry.
you good?
Yeah, I thought I heard something.
Well, okay. Basically, my whole problem with it is it depends on like how far does it go. Like, can I play the game without the microtransactions like forcing me to go like, hey, you hit this wall, now you have to give us $10. That's when I check out.
Like Mario Kart, we have to put gas. Like, man, I have to put gas in my normal car, and I have to put gas in this car. No.
Like, I can play Fire Emblem Heroes just fine. Like, I can play that just fine without forcing like, oh, I have to get
That Camilla skin, man.
yeah, that new summerwear version of all these characters. But I can play that just fine. Like, because the thing is that they tried making a normal game price point with Mario Run, and then it just didn't sell like well.
I want to see a game on mobile that doesn't have microtransactions.
I
That's
think
not bejeweled.
I think Mario Run. Because doesn't Mario Run you just pay the $10 and that's it? Like there's no microtransactions.
See, if it was that way, I would happily fork over the $10. Cause like people say, oh, it's free to play, whatever. But you do know you're kind of restricted on that. Nothing in this life is free, so don't fall for it.
Yeah, that's the thing. For me, it depends like how strongly are they trying to make me pay money. Like I can play Warframe and I know like people hate this game, but Fortnite, I can play those games without ever spending a single cent on it, and I don't lose anything.
Because Fortnite is craziness. I don't.
Like the only thing Fortnite does if you put money on it is like your character gets to dab and wear a banana suit. Like that's all. That's all it ever is. It
I just
doesn't
want
change
to
anything.
be a basic female because when I played, they kept changing the character.
Yeah, you get like if you're a free player, basically, you get like random characters, basically.
You don't even get your own identity. I see.
And that's kind of how it is. Like you can, if I can play the game without ever like, throwing $1 at it, then I'm fine with it. But if it's so egregious that it basically forces you in a certain direction and makes you have to put money into it, that's when I just kind of stop playing and I don't want to, continue from there.
Yeah. I don't know why people play on mobile, honestly. I just don't. Now that we have the Switch Lite, play on that. Do you good.
I mean, hey, we got a lot of mobile games on Switch. I mean, it might work out.
Uh,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm Switch Lite is. I don't mind it. It's okay.
I don't mind it either.
I don't know about that. Sure about that?
It's my most like disliked video, right? It's even more disliked than my PC video.
Mm-hmm.
Let that put into perspective of how bad the video was. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. It's partly my fault for not doing it, orchestrating it better, so my feelings come out without looking like a dumb. But yeah, we all have those videos. Okay. Just move on and cry in the corner when no one's looking.
I mean, I'm just kind of like on the majority of opinion of just like, it's not for me. I don't really care for it. I'm not going to buy it, but I can see why someone who doesn't own a Switch might, but that's kind of it for me. Like that's as deep as it goes.
All right. For people who own a Switch, would you recommend it for that turquoise color? Because that turquoise color is sexy. I'll give it that.
I was like the best things about the Switch Lite for me, and as speaking as someone who already owns a Switch, D-pad and the colors are just like you have more color variety to the actual system, and it being a little smaller, it's not that much more. I think it's like the size if you like remove one Joy-Con from the regular Switch, and it's like a little bit shorter than that even. So like, yeah, I mean, for me the coolest thing is the D-pad. Like if the D-pad is the best thing about it.
Would you recommend somebody play Smash on that?
No. I just had a stream yesterday playing Smash with just the Joy-Cons, and it was a horrifying experience. Like, I hate it.
So, not very good for...
I mean, if you're playing, like, casually, all right, you do you. You got it. Like, you do you. If you're playing, like... But if you're trying to play, like, competitive fighting games, that's not the system. That's not it, fam.
You could, like, calibrate your Pro Controller, but who's gonna look on that tiny screen?
That's the thing. Like, if you're playing Pokken or like Mortal Kombat 11, then you kind of can get away with that. Like, if you like sync a Pro Controller to it. But Smash, you like, unless you're playing Pro Controller 2, most people play with GameCube though. If you're playing competitive, and I guess you would have to buy a third-party GameCube controller because you can't. There's no adapter or anything.
Or you just suck at Smash, which is fine. I suck at Smash too.
I mean, you could improve if you wanted to.
Yeah. No. So, Jug said Professor Layton is on mobile, and there is no microtransactions on it. Just one base price, and you get the full game. Well, you know what, Jugs? I'm gonna get it for you because that sounds awesome.
That's like I think there's a few Final Fantasy games like that too, where you pay that one price and they're just the whole game.
But they're expensive on a phone.
Yeah, they're expensive though. They're like $20, like $20-something on a mobile game. I'm like, I'm not spending that much on a mobile game.
See, that's the mindset.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's why there's a lot of free to play because they know ain't nobody gonna pay $20 up front.
Yeah, the mobile market is like that. Nobody wants to spend $65 on a AAA big budget release on mobile when they could just have a controller set at home on their couch and play, or even play portably on like actual controls.
I play Smash Ultimate mostly online. Are you good? Focus on me. Which, by the way, hello, focus on me, and don't call me Danny. Danny. Uh, Hi guys. Welcome to the Scattered podcast, where you know, take it
things
away, Shifty.
things are just happening. Awesome. uh I have nothing to go off of. Actually, wait. Someone mentioned they play mostly online. How is that? Because the online is terrible for me, like the majority of the time on Smash.
Yeah, the lag is kind of bad.
Because I play, like, I'll go to like a tournament and I'll play like offline a lot. And the second I play online, and I feel like it could be just a second off, and I can feel it. And I'm like, why? Like, I already hate it.
All
Like this.
right.
Oh man, like, I don't know. The second I tried to do that, it just doesn't work out.
Oh, you meant in handheld,
Mm.
girl. You got some quick thumbs, or I can't.
I can't do
I
that.
can't.
I can't do that.
I suck already. Playing with the Joy Cons will probably make me die even faster.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like, I tried. I really did. I had a 5-hour stream yesterday just playing with Joy-Cons, and I just, like, there's so many precise movements that I try to do, and it just doesn't work out because the sticks are so small, and there's not a lot of like travel when you move it around, I guess.
Travel?
Yeah, like say you want to move like your stick to like the top right corner because you need it to be that like specific with it. If because of how small the Joy-Con sticks are, it's kind of hard to tell when you get officially to that point. So sometimes your character just do like the move that's the side B or instead of the up B or something like that. So in other words, you die a lot.
Okay. So, hello, Haku Firestone, new subscriber. Thank you. Um, yeah, thank you. Take it away, Shifty.
Welcome to the channel.
No, I meant like with news. You got any news?
Oh, news. Well, I mean, we talked about Dr. Mara, right? I mean, how big were you on Cuphead?
That was my like other most controversy was difficulty in games. So
Damn, we're just going back to back with these, huh? Well, I mean, I like Cuphead, and they have a show coming out. I don't know how old this news is. Maybe it's like relatively old. I don't know, but I know Netflix picked like it picked it up, so it's getting like some kind of like cartoon next year, and it's by like the same people who did some of those like current Mickey Mouse cartoons.
I see it.
So
Makes sense.
I'm hoping it's good because Netflix also has Castlevania, and I love that show, so it should be good. Hopefully, anyways.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, because let's be honest here. Netflix doesn't exactly have a perfect track record when it comes to certain projects.
Where is Twitter when you need some news? God damn it! Like everyone's. Oh, your little puppy's so cute.
I see you in there, KJ, talking about Joy-Cons. We ain't doing that again.
KJ. CAG?
Who? No, KJ.
It's CAG.
No, I'm talking. No, this KJ game spell.
Oh, KJ. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. Don't want to disrespect you. What do I think about the Switch Lite? It's a good idea for people who don't have a Switch.
You don't believe that though.
No,
that's a hollow smile you're giving.
gotta give that the hollow smile.
Yeah, we all know what it's about.
Just take a look on my channel.
She has a whole video dedicated to how she feels about that Switch Lite. So if you want to know, check it out. Quite a hot take though. Just a trigger warning, just in case you want to make sure we know ahead of time. Just letting you know. Just I'm doing you a favor.
I'm about to unlist it.
No, don't do that. You stand by it.
I do, but the delivery could have been better. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I mean, there's certain things that wasn't.
All right, then I'm going to do it here. So,
Okay. So
Here is
okay.
my non-rant delivery on the Nintendo Switch Lite.
Oh boy, I've been roped into this. Let's do this.
What? I'm not gonna get. All right. So when the thing was first announced, I was like, "Why is it a thing?" Because the Switch is portable, but then it's a smaller, more compact thing to fit in your bag or your pocket if you're lucky to be a guy, or you know someplace else. So I can see the appeal, and it's for people that want it. And if you don't want it, you don't have to buy it. I don't want it, so I don't have to buy it. It doesn't impact my life in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. All
That,
right.
that that's my
That's
my filtered rant there.
okay. Now one more question because I know I saw some people like really like hammer on this point, so I do want to ask. Right? Yeah, there you go. Hammer on that point. And what did you mean when you said 3DS and 2DS have different libraries?
That was just I said it in a way um that sounded weird, but like I'm a Nintendo channel people and I'm into video games. Why in the heck would I think the 2DS and 3DS have the same damn library? I have freaking uh my collection videos of my 3DS games. Of course, it was like a misunderstanding, but did that person come to me? No. Did that person want to clarify that obviously idiotic statement? Me being a Nintendo gamer? No. They just wanted to make fun of it because you know why? It was easy fruit. And that's just so bad because that's not what I meant. You could pick on things that I've meant, but I didn't even mean that. I meant they have just different library from the Switch. Now, if that person was ballsy enough to be in this chat, we would have a
Oh,
chat about it. But he didn't even tag me when he made that rebuttal video about me. So that's who we're talking about, and yeah, that's pretty bad. So
okay. I wasn't gonna go that far with it, but I mean, sure, we're doing that today.
no, it just bothers me, man.
I
It's
mean, I was just I didn't mention anyone. I was just asking.
it's
I was just
weird
I
to
was
to see my recommended videos and see my face there, and I'd be like, "Why is my face? That's not my thumbnail." And then I look, and it's a
yeah.
response to me, and then that person mocks me for saying something I don't mean. I didn't mean that. I'm not that dumb to say the Nintendo 3DS, 2DS are the same library as the Switch. Like, what? No. That's obviously you misinterpreted. But since that person is ballsy enough, they didn't even tag me in the video. So now I am here. Hello. But I ain't gonna name no names.
I don't even think naming names at this point is necessary. I think I think we've gotten like pretty specific in some cases there.
And it's
Uh,
like they were making fun of me about it when I was watching the video, and I'm like, I did not mean that. Holy. Yeah, but instead of just, going confronting, I thought, I'm a classy lady. Let me just roll with it. Yeah,
okay.
it don't bother me at the end of the day. So,
I
yeah.
I just wanted to know what you meant by that statement. But I mean, cool.
The
Yeah.
person who knows probably doesn't watch this stuff, but you know who you are. So, thank you for that. Now, all these people saying that I think the 3DS and 2DS have the same or different libraries or something.
Okay. All right.
I
All right.
don't
So
know.
what you meant to say was like you can understand why someone would own a 3DS or a 2DS with a Switch because the Switch and the 3DS/2DS have different libraries. That's what you meant.
Correct.
Okay, there you go.
That's
See?
what a normal person would think. Just because I said it some weird way doesn't mean that it's that way. No, if you need some clarification, talk to me. If you need a PNG for your thumbnail, talk to me. Because I don't want my ugly PNG thing. No, if you need a proper picture, just talk to me. I'll give you one. But yeah.
Okay.
So so yeah, that was that.
All
But
right.
just the comments on that video is just so, you could tell from the people who came from kind of my area and from the people who don't even know me. Because the people who don't even know me just swing in and thinking I think the 2DS and 3DS have same library, different libraries. I'm like, if you knew me, you would know that I don't think that. But you know, hey, that isn't just.
Podcast is turned into like tea time with Mandy. That's what this whole thing is
The
became.
dude could come and talk. I'll be willing to talk. But
We out here about to host the whole another debate. Is that what we do?
no, not a debate. Because I know my video was hot garbage. But just the thing to clarify, like they were really hammering and kind of mocking me for something that I didn't even mean. Out of all that crazy stuff I said on the video, I don't get why that one. Just, I don't know. Take it away, Shifty.
Okay. Tea time with Mandy has concluded. Thank you everyone for
I have
enjoying.
more tea if you need it.
Oh no, you're not done.
No, I'm not a drama queen like that.
Okay. All right, fair enough. We
I
got
didn't
this.
think I see that video. Gotta check it out. Yeah, you wouldn't because I wasn't tagged anywhere near it. So.
Gosh. I mean, if anything, like the way I look at it, I've had like a fair share. No, I mean, not really YouTube drama, but like I criticize people a lot. Like that's like I did that with the BitBlog. I did it with Ally, the Smash player. I do that often, and a lot of times I have their fans come to me and start like calling me different things and whatnot. When it comes to like stuff like that, I just don't like kind of put too much mind to it. I don't take it seriously. So that would be like what I would do if I was in your shoes, if anything. But yeah.
Okay, Avedon said, don't feed into too much into YouTube drama. If people can't come at you like adults privately, best use your content. They are whole scrubs. I read that weird, but I know what you meant. Thank you, Avedon. My ranting is over.
Yeah, I would just say like they're just trying to like get some content out of you, and then it's not important to kind of dwell into it too much.
Yeah, it's just I never had that kind of negative attention. Even with my other unpopular opinion of game difficulty, there were some people who, thought that. But kind of felt like my take was a little too much. What's the word? I don't know.
I mean, the way I look at it, debates are cool.
Childish. Yeah, that's the word, childish.
Oh, childish. The way I look at it, debates are cool until someone decides to go into like the personal realm of things. Like if they start saying like, "Oh, you just like this thing because you're dumb," like if you say something like that, then you're just kind of not really having a conversation at that point.
Yeah, but not gonna lie, I don't like that video. The rant about the Switch Lite, because, like I said, I could have said things in a different way where it didn't like come off kind of like, why are these people like this? Blah blah blah. I mean, you guys are so dumb for liking this. So I could have said that way better, and got like my point across without looking like I was shoving it down someone's throat.
I mean, you could take it as like a learning experience, right?
Yeah, it's a big boo boo. I see it. I see it. I'm like,
Let me see.
that dislike ratio is like, oh.
I just saw Jugs' comment.
Screw the bit block.
Hell yeah, man! I'm with you there.
Yeah, I kind of felt like the bit block in that situation.
You see, me and all of Josh Thomas's fans are just in a permanent scrap from now on. Ever since I made that video, I still get comments to this day about the bit block and how I'm an idiot for not agreeing with him. And I'm like, some of you clearly didn't even watch the video.
Yeah, and you can tell when people don't watch the video.
Yeah, like like the most recent comment, like this guy was like, "Oh, Josh is right about everything because ports shouldn't be $60." But in my video, that's like the one thing I agreed with Josh on, that they shouldn't be 60. So, what are you complaining about?
Yeah, that's one thing I'm gonna miss about the dwindling of the 3DS. $40 games.
Yeah, like if it that's the only thing I agreed with the bit block on, that if it's a port from Wii U over and it adds like next to nothing, it shouldn't be $60. Like, I agree with that. But everything else I was criticizing because I thought he was being extremely picky, in particular about what he wanted.
Well, thank you, Avedon, for that load of confidence. Now that is maturity. Moving forward, you can just record the video and never post it. Yeah, that's kind of what I did for some time. That's why the video came out like at 12 at night. I had it. I voiced my opinion. It's just I never posted it. But then I guess something like I was just pissed or whatever. I was like, on the upload. Like it was uploaded, like ready to post, but it was on private. So like, around 12 I was like, switch light, blah blah blah. And I was like, post it. And then that's when I was like, damn, why did I post it? Why? You could tell it's my raw, unedited thoughts. It was supposed to stay like that. Maybe put it on Patreon for like a laugh or two. Like, haha, look at my, raw rants. But like now it's just like, oof.
I'd say,
Is it too late to delete it?
I see a comment that is "Don't call me daddy." Says, "Yeah, man, someone called you an evil Kumar." In the comments.
What's an evil Kumar?
You ever seen Harold and Kumar?
No.
Oh, Google Harold and Kumar, and then look at Kumar, and then look at me. That's what it is. I don't know if that's actually a comment, because to be honest with you, like once I see that the comment is basically just like, "I hate you. Josh Thomas is a queen. He's a king of the Nintendo community," or whatever the case, I just don't care anymore. I just stop reading. So if there's an insult in there, I just don't even like pay attention to it. I'm just like, all right, cool, whatever. The only one I paid attention to was this recent one because I thought the insult was hilarious. So I was just I couldn't stop laughing at it for like a good 10 minutes.
Well, at least you could find humor in that stuff.
Yeah, because you gotta have like, I think it's a certain level of thick skin and just like maturity.
Well, I'm thick, but not in the skin, so a lot of things don't, register. Like, why you have to call me dumb? I know that's like kind of child's play on the internet. It's like nothing, but it still hurts though. Any whoosies, yeah, I put it on YouTube. I was ready to like publish it, but I was like, no, I shouldn't have even put it on YouTube. I should have just like write it, record it, take it out my feelings, and then said my piece. Maybe send it to a friend to see if he agrees or she agrees. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean that's one way of dealing with it.
Put it on Reddit. I should make a Reddit, like,
oh man, for my
and just rants, just rants.
You could do that. You can make a throwaway account, because people in like Reddit is like just subscribing to like echo chambers.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do like bully people and all that stuff.
No, I mean like you make your throwaway account, you go to the game that's annoying you in that moment, you complain all you want, and then you just leave that account, never sign back in, and you're good.
Oh, yeah, that works. That works. Hello, F1 matter. Keep saying fecal matter, but Some people say F1. I'm like, oh, what is that meme about Area?
Oh my God, Area
What is
51.
like?
Uh,
I'm not that old. What is it?
it's like it's the joke or the idea that like if you get like 300,000 people together to just all storm Area 51, they can't stop everyone.
What?
Yeah, that's the idea. If you get a ton of people to all just storm Area 51, there's no way the guards are gonna stop everyone, right? So the joke is that you're gonna go in there and come out with like Halo weapons and like and like all this alien technology and stuff.
Oh man, people are too funny. I need free alien waifus. What?
Oh yeah, you find that one hot alien in containment. Bam, you know what to do. I don't even need to say it. You know what to do from there. just,
No.
just take care of business, man. He's not. You know, you just gotta do what you gotta do.
What she has. It's
You don't. It don't matter what she got. She got cheeks, and that's all people want.
all right. Simmer down.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Well.
That's how it be. You know, you just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
All right. Well. Hopefully, Area 51 is cool. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, let's see what's on the Twitter.
I think
hit that like button if you haven't. Sorry about this messy stream. It's just like my. I can't even freaking speak. This is like my,
coming back from your hiatus, like mindset.
Yeah. I'm back from vacation, but without the vacation part.
Oof.
Bad, but.
Let me see. I'm looking at my own stuff here. How do you feel about? Apparently, it takes one playthrough of Fire Emblem takes about 80 hours.
I think that's just magical. Between Dragon Quest Builders 2, Mario Maker 2, and Fire Emblem, I'm gonna be good for a while with games.
That's what I'm thinking. Because I still haven't finished Persona Q2.
Fire Emblem, Three Houses will have same-sex relationships. Well, that's cool.
I wonder, like,
I thought they did in Awakening, though.
No, it was like one character, I think, or in Fates, I think.
Like, it had a lot of androgynous people that, were obviously did not, like, Tharja had a thing for you if you were a male or female. She did not care.
But did she actually have, like, that support thing? I thought she was just, like,
She
obsessive.
She has the same, like, dialogue with the male Corn, not with the male Robin or female Robin. I know because I was female Robin. She's still stocky kind of thing.
Because I know that I think there was like one character that was actually like gay, but then I think
they had like the arrow guy.
Yeah, I think it was him. Yeah.
Yeah, he made it clear.
Like it was him, and then there was. I think that was it, right?
Did not fly by me, Nintendo.
I mean, you'd be pretty hard to like pass by without noticing, right?
Yeah, well, it's a game where you could do what you will, and that's part of doing what you will.
Yeah, I just wonder like how many characters can have same-sex relationships in that game, like Three Houses. Like, is it just one character again, or is it like actually like a pretty sizable amount?
Well, people are saying like it's like the romancing where the character could have, like, if you're a boy, you go boy, girl, girl.
Oh, so it doesn't so it's the main character then.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is because.
So if the main character can just go with anyone regardless of gender, that just means like everyone's gay. Like everyone's just like can go either way for the most part.
In Fates, everybody was like related in some way, but that didn't stop them.
well, not everyone. Well, I mean, that was a lot of people who were related in that game, but to be fair, it was like the deep south. Like that was something over there. But I mean, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even. There's some people, depending on story reasons, that they probably won't let you pair up with.
Yeah, I think in Fates they didn't let you pair up with that. Oh, spoilers! They didn't let you pair up with um people who were gonna backstab you, or it's just like you can't be a female and romance Azura because that she doesn't fly that way, I guess. But I think you get pretty close.
I mean, everyone can go up to I think A, like support the rank A support, because that's like best friends basically.
That's
S is when, yeah, besties. But then like S is when they start getting a little more intimate and shit.
yeah. I remember in Fates I had the butler dude.
Was it
Um,
Jacob?
yeah, and then I went for Leo for my second playthrough, and then I went. I think I went with Tukami at one point, and then my last playthrough I went with Leo again.
Mm.
Yeah, so Fire Emblem Three Houses is gonna be lit.
I I mean, I'm just gonna go for whoever is the most interesting, and what I determine to be interesting is up to me to decide.
Well, I won't let you say anything, but I like pairing other people to see what offspring they have. Which I don't think the child mechanic is gonna return for Three Houses, which is a bummer because that's an easy way to get more like people to pair them off. I don't
I
know.
mean, it made sense in Awakening, but Fates it made no sense.
Yeah, but you get like little like armies where you get to change their hair, see what hair they have, and you get to see the relationships with the parents, and it's all weird.
I mean, yeah, but it was just weird in general in Fates. It's because like there was no reason why they were able to be adults. They were just like, yeah, we're gonna throw this baby into this alternate dimension, microwave them for 30 minutes, and they come out 18.
Like a hot pocket or something.
Yeah, like it made no sense. It was like I love Awakening. I was not big on Fates, and that's like one of the few reasons because storyline wise, made no
I
sense.
loved Fates for the sole reason of the like craziness. Like it made no sense. The story made no sense. Why are you jumping off a cliff for a guy you just met? Why is this guy have two royal families and the Vala stuff? It made no sense. So I didn't really take the game seriously. And that's why I enjoyed it. Because I paired people off, like, without caring. Like, oh, Leo. Well, Leo's mine, but like, Tukami, I put with like Camilla, just had fun with it. That's the draw of it, for me at least. Because I didn't take the game seriously whatsoever.
I mean, I don't think the game let you take it seriously. It was very like,
So you gotta have fun, especially in Revelations when you have everybody. It's like a breeding ground for like people to couple together, make a baby, have another part of my army, and then I have all these people in my army that I don't know what to do, but are really OP.
uh,
So,
I mean, I don't know. I was more for me. Fates was just like that game that I was like, I forced my way through it. That's not that I didn't like it at all. I had to force my way through. I did like Awakening and Echoes. I don't know if you played Echoes.
yes, I played Echoes.
Oh, Echoes I liked. I want Three Houses to be more like Echoes.
Echoes I liked. It was a shame I can't really couple people off because they already have their own boo thing. But Awakening was fun. I liked it. Just like getting the kids from the future or whatever was fun. And Lucina is my daughter because I got with Chrome the first time. It was weird when Lucina wasn't my daughter. Like Chrome went with the Pegasus girl.
Yeah.
and it was just like I didn't feel the same intense feeling of oh my god, my daughter's gonna stab me. Oh, spoilers, sorry. Sorry.
Oh well, I mean, we don't need to go into specifics about that. So, if anything,
Echoes, art style is very pretty. The cutscene, nice. So, you know,
yeah.
the pairing was cute. I like the whole story, how it went.
The only part of the story I didn't like about Echoes was that Celica, at a certain point, I don't want to get into it, is really dumb.
No, get into it.
She's just really dumb. I don't want to get into it because it's like near the end of her like
Um,
path in a way. So I don't want to like really get into it. But she was she made a choice that made no sense and was just by far one of the stupidest decisions I've ever seen. It made no sense. It didn't help anyone. It only made everything worse. There
well,
was
if
no
you were in this situation, you would. She was flustered. I know what you're talking about, but
you know what I'm talking. So what do you think? What do you agree with me or do you disagree? Because
well, yeah, the choice was dumb. Not gonna lie, but that's a good drama for you.
I don't know. I'm just. Oh my god, she was. I'm seeing a lot of people just saying to go for it. uh,
Her man
okay.
come
This,
rescue her.
what?
Her man had to come rescue her from her dumb decision.
She was so dumb. Okay, so she like she made some decision where they're like the main antagonist, or like maybe not the main antagonist, but like one of the bad dudes. He's like, Celica, come with me, and if you come with me, nobody will get hurt. We need you to sacrifice you to destroy the world. So I'm like, why would you go? Because okay, if you go, you save your friends now, but then you summon something that destroys the world, so they're gonna die anyway. And if you don't go, he's gonna try to fight you. So regardless of the situation, your friends are gonna die anyway. So why does going to them and making a much more powerful monster out of it the better decision?
Because now the guy has, passion to see it through.
So dumb.
It's called the
Made no sense.
incentive, more incentive, because now she's an evil person, and like, uh, yeah, it made sense. I wouldn't say she's dumb in that instance. I would say she's more
Like basically, that's like saying like, okay, do you want to shoot your friends with a pistol or do you want to shoot them with a tactical nuke? Which one is worse?
I mean, both of them get the job done.
I'm just saying, like, there's one that is like a lot more likely to survive, especially since a certain other person wouldn't have to fight to get her in the first place. You know, you just meet and take care of it. But no, you have to be in this location with this pervy mage or whatever this guy is, and have to be saved by That's just so dumb.
You probably thinking the same thing. Like, oh, you're still done.
So dumb. Why did she do that?
I'm not gonna kick her dumb ass. I'm just playing, but it
Like
was
Celica,
dumb.
like Celica was great up until that point, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Well, they did have like branching paths, so they have like their own thing going on.
Yeah, but if she would have waited long enough, maybe he would have gotten there and not, immediately just go be like, "Yeah, you know what? I care about my friends now, so I prefer killing them later." Like that's such a dumb decision.
I have to replay the game. Anyways, okay, what was it? Someone had a question earlier. If you could be in Fire Emblem world, who would you be? I would say Silica, but
uh,
I guess Lucina. She's my main in Smash, though.
I don't even think I have anyone I want to be in Fire Emblem. like I think I hate everyone.
Bro,
No, I'm joking. I don't hate everyone, but I mean, maybe
what about Corrin? He has like 10 million people after him.
Well, I don't want Corin because that those family get-togethers are gonna be insane. Like, I'm not ready for that. But maybe Ike. No, Ike has. No, Ike has problems too, actually.
They all have problems.
Yeah, that's true.
Mark was the most mellow character.
Was he? I don't know.
No,
I don't remember what happens to Marth. That's the thing.
his story is complicated, but I haven't played any games with him. And Kiwi asked, "Oh yeah, Q&A time! Ding ding! I should have a Q&A little bell. Ding 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 ding.
You can get like a gif of a bell just pop up on screen.
Yeah, I could get like one for okay.
Yeah.
Are y'all's choices in Chaos or Order and Splatfest? Me is Order.
Chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I like chaos. That sounds really weird to say out loud, but I like chaos. I'm gonna go with chaos.
If you have anxiety, you wouldn't say that.
No, but the thing is, order gives me anxiety because I have to follow a very strict regimen at all times.
There's a nice, yeah, but there's a nice sweet spot in there where you have your goals and you have them in order. But there's a little wiggle room if you're feeling up to it. So
I mean, yeah, the middle ground would be the best, but I mean, we're going with the extremes here, you know.
yeah. Well, if the people who like say chaos are probably like that whole area thingy people.
Oh, Area 51.
I can't get over like
I'll be there. I'll be right there. I'm gonna be right there with my brothers and sisters out there in Area 51. You're gonna say
weeks.
now you think it's crazy, but you're not gonna be saying that when I come back and be coming out with like Halo guns with me and whatnot. Like have all these crazy sci-fi weapons and whatnot. Have Mass Effect weapons and all that stuff.
Oh my, this is YouTube. Well, hold on.
I'm gonna have like that alien tech. You don't even know.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay.
I see.
Well, Geek went to the vault of questions. Okay, here, Jugs. He's asking me and you. Have you tried out Tiny Metal yet? It helps fill in the time for Fire Emblem. Also, I've been in and out. I have been traveling and have used up my vacation days. Well, I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I haven't had a vacation since like freaking 2 years ago. So, hey. So, I don't know what Tiny Mental is. Do you know what Tiny Mental?
Yeah, it's like this indie game that came out recently. It's kind of like, well, I mean, I don't know what it's like because I didn't play it, but it looks like something Advance Wars like. So maybe it is like Advance Wars, or maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Okay. Okay, next question. Y'all think they're going to still be there when the time comes? Oh, well, you're talking about something else.
I'm talking about Area 51.
I don't know. Gotta tag me. Anyways, Geek said, what do y'all think about Belle and the gamer girl selling bath?
Oh, Gamer Girl bathwater. Let's go. I'm buying 30 jugs worth.
Y'all, see, no.
Belle Delphine.
I don't even know. But if you donate to the stream, you could PayPal or super chat to me. You don't get bathwater, but you do get content from an actual gamer.
Yeah, and maybe you'll get bathwater, no, but not from her though. I might just make bathwater myself. You don't want that though.
Ew. All right, so yeah, like, all right, so yeah, that's my thing on bathwater. I don't get it. I just don't. It's a gallon of water.
Like jokes aside, it's just like a bunch of lonely ass like dudes buying it.
The fact that she thought of it and the fact that people bought it, I don't know which one's more disturbing. Like, was she in the bath saying, "Oh, I want I want a new Louis Vuitton purse or something," you know,
You know what
I
I
need
think
some
it is?
money. And then she looked around and was like, "Oh, my bath water." Duh.
Just you know what I think it is? I think she takes like the memes of guys being like overly like obsessive, and she went, "Wait, I can make money off of this." Because like there's some memes out there like what guys will say like, "Oh man, she looks so beautiful. I'd love to hear her fart through a walkie-talkie." Yeah, that's the thing apparently. So imagine if she heard a joke like that and went, "Wait a minute, I can sell that."
I think her pee is up for sale, which I think is not legal
Uh,
because that's
I'm not. I guess it depends what she puts in like the legalities. Thing
no,
like the the like
you can't
disclaimers
send
and stuff.
you can't send off pee to anybody unless it's for test. I don't know. We'll see. It's like $10,000. What if someone buys that? I'm done.
She's also selling chewing gum, like gum that she's chewed up.
I'm done. I'm packing my stuff, guys. I'll be selling bathwater, chewing gum, and lewd. So look forward to that.
Oh, fantastic! Make sure you're higher up there on that Patreon.
I'm just playing. I can't even. I can't. No, like I'm not against people who do lewds and stuff, especially if they're good quality. They're themed. They're set up right. All power to you. But the bathwater and pee and gum kind of like, okay, yeah, stop. We're trying to
Yeah.
make progress, ladies, on this gaming front. Don't. She's not even a gamer, first of all.
The thing is like they
Instagram model.
like someone like Belle Delphine probably doesn't care about moving women forward in a field. She's probably just thinking about like, oh, how can I pay rent this month? Like how can I get more stuff to splurge money on and whatnot? Like what can I make money off of? I mean,
I mean, she sold her soul, so there goes that.
yeah, credit to her though. Like for some reason, people buying it, but I don't know.
Oh, and oh my god.
What?
She's 19. She has the whole life to look forward to.
Oh, is she now?
Well, at least she's gonna be rich, so.
I mean, she's 19. She's already like making all that money, and she gets attention from like all these bigger like YouTubers who make videos about the ridiculous things that she does.
I think PewDiePie made like a few videos about it.
Yeah, I think Pewds made a video, but not centered around her. I think he just like mentioned her before.
Or like put her if he just puts her in his thumbnail, that's like instant like.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, gotta keep things classy here on MandyleePlays. So now, but real talk, even if I had the opportunity, I don't. It's not for me to do all that because don't get me wrong, I'm not Miss Goody Two Shoes, but I don't go like that. I just don't. So moving on. And other questions? In all seriousness, as health concern issue, yeah, like the pee, I don't think the pee could slide. Someone, I don't think that.
I don't know. I mean, you do anything outrageous, regardless of what it is, people are gonna talk about it. That's basically how it works.
Yeah, but the sad part is people talked about it and they bought it. Like, how
Yeah.
am I gonna do a review of bathwater? Like, smells of the female race.
Yeah, just huff it. Like just.
Like, I smell the aroma. Oh, the extra game. Like, okay. Besides the bathwater, what makes it a gamer girl bathwater?
Because she's a gamer.
She doesn't play in the bathtub. Like,
Well, you can with the Switch Mini.
Stop it.
Hey, there you go. You got it. That's how it is.
But what makes a gamer girl bath different from a regular bath? I'm like, what?
I mean, because a regular girl smells different from from a gamer girl, right?
I could give you my controller sweat.
Is that the same? No,
I
I don't
don't
know.
know. I can't really put it in a jar, but
I mean, if you like wait long enough, probably you can.
I don't get the gamer part in the bath.
Well, she's a gamer. She's in the
Not
bath.
the gamer.
I mean, she's claiming to be one. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe on the down low, she's on her phone playing your favorite Dr. Mario game.
That's a lost cause.
You don't know. Maybe. Probably.
Anyway, an anime girl has a different smell too.
Yeah. Just like like we all got, different essences, like you got like a Smash player versus someone who doesn't play Smash. Those are two very different smells you got there.
Like you sniffing. Oh yeah, she's a gamer girl.
Yeah, I can tell. She smells like Overwatch.
That's so primal. Ew.
So
Like it's like anyways. She's a gamer girl and that is her bathwater. Maybe I shouldn't be draining my bathwater because that's like money, but
oh man, you think about it. It's $30 a jar. $30 a jar. All you gotta do is just like keep the sink running for a little bit, put a little dab of soap in it so it looks like bathwater, and bam, you're good.
or make content that's content, live streams, and I'm actually a girl, so and I actually play games because you can see it. So if you want to donate, please go to that super chat. I forgot the name, and PayPal. I will get a confirmation, so I will thank you. So yeah, even that little shilling makes like me awkward. And
I
she
mean,
goes
me,
around
yeah.
selling her bathwater like it's a commodity.
I mean, you're wasting like thousands of dollars every time you take a bath.
I mean, the water bill maybe.
I mean, if every jar's worth is worth $30, I mean that's a lot of money.
Yeah, but I guess the grind is real. Anyways, any other questions? So I don't miss one.
What would you bring with you for the Area 51 raid?
Some common sense.
Well, I don't think that's gonna stop the guards. So I'm thinking more some kind of blunt weapon. I don't know.
Don't talk about that here. This is a PG channel. PG. All right, focus on me. Lay it on me. I see what I did there.
It's like watching an Omni video.
Nah, Omni is like. Talk to me. They should have like different colored tags. Cause I always like think they're talking for me, but then it's like reacting to a different comment. Fun fact: NYC doesn't pay water bills unless you live in a house instead of an apartment. Ha! It's so expensive though.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, is she even in New York? I doubt she's in New York.
Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine, like judging by her accent, I'm guessing she's still in like England or something, or in Britain, whatever.
She's not from the U.S.
She's English.
Oh,
Pretty sure, whatever. Because like when Because when she's selling it, she goes, "I'm selling gamer girl bathwater."
Oh.
That's what. And she's doing the whole advertisement, you know.
Oh, jeez. All right. So, Focus on Me is the 80 hours in Fire Emblem the actual story or story plus quest? I'm thinking. I think one actual story because I think you could play like 3 routes or from the 3 houses.
I think maybe what they mean is like side quests and stuff. Like, is it just the story going straight through the
I
one
don't think
path?
it's just the story. That
I
would be
think,
a long story.
yeah, I think it's a combination. I don't think it's all the quests, but I think it's probably like a fair share of it.
Like the important quest.
Yeah, like the main quest, maybe a couple of side quests here and there, that kind of thing.
Maybe to grind your team up.
Yeah.
I don't think there's insta kill, not insta kill. Uh, yes.
I think I'm being exposed here.
By who?
got Geek. Shifty has watched her vids a couple of times. No, don't look at me. No, no.
Whatever you do in your spare time, but
the only video of hers I have watched is the one where she was selling the bathwater thing because of the whole controversy with it. Just to put it out there for everyone who thinks I'm a huge fan of Belle Delphine.
she's
Hides bathwater.
a YouTuber or what?
Not really. She's more of like one of those like sexy cosplayers.
Where did you see the video though?
Her Instagram. She posted on. That's where people found out about it. She posted that video on Instagram.
I thought she was banned from Instagram.
Is she? I don't. It doesn't seem like it. Because she just has Twitter, Instagram, and she does have a YouTube channel, but she only has like 3 videos, and like her most recent video is just her hanging out with a dead octopus.
Okay, I'm doing something wrong with my life.
Listen, if I'm gonna do like drama videos occasionally, I'm gonna do research, and that was not research, you know, and
A dead octopus?
yeah, it was a thing. It's a thing, and it's still on there. Like it hasn't been taken down or anything. It's still up there.
Okay, I'll give her points for creativity. That's it.
I think what she's doing, she's deliberate. Like she's deliberately doing weird, outlandish things to get attention.
A dead octopus. So, like, what sane mind would think of that?
Well, there you go. All right.
I don't know.
Yo, everybody out here trying to find out, my private activities.
Let them know.
Listen, I do research. I researched that bathwater. I did not buy that bathwater. I'm not interested in that bathwater. I just know she's English, and that's all I got, I think. I don't know much else. Yeah, that's all I got.
Nintendo is striving to create a controller that can be used with ease, and that will become the standard for the next generation. In a recent interview, what are your thoughts? Okay, take the Pro Controller, put a mic jack. That's it. That's it. Nothing fancy. That's it. Maybe a little bit more of like a volume control. That's it. Maybe a bit of more colors or something. But that's it. That's all it takes to make a good control. For me, at least. Put a mic jack. You good.
If they put a mic jack, analog triggers, that would alone already, in my opinion, make it the best controller out.
I don't even mind if it has a little, extra tic-tac buttons in the back or anything.
Oh, like how the Elite control on the Xbox has, like those little pedals.
Yeah, like that's a little too overkill. That's for people like Shifty who compete.
It's like super competitive, like FPS players and whatnot.
Yeah, but I just want some more variation in colors and styles. Maybe a Breath of the Wild with the beautiful Zelda flower on it. Or, you know, different variations. Because I think they did Splatoon, Xenoblade, Smash, and that's about it with the Pro Controller.
I feel like
Canvas, man.
they're probably gonna do something weird with it, just because this is Nintendo we're talking about, and whenever they say like, "Oh, we're gonna innovate," they do some like random weird thing that people aren't really thinking about. So
Con-
they,
the
yeah,
Nintendo Pro Controller Lite.
you know what would actually be cool if they made like face plates you can get for your Pro controller. Like you know how like the 3DS, like the new 3DS, the small one had like the face plates you could interchange. Like, what if your controllers had that too?
Nah, I want it to be like intentional,
Mm,
not something you could switch out. Because then that looks a little cheap in my book.
mm. I mean, they could still do it.
They could make it a little bit where the grips kind of have more air to them, so they're not as, when you're in it, and it gets pretty heated in there. So yeah, the battery life is god tier. I love the battery life of the Switch Pro controller. That thing could be on for days, and you'll like forget
The
when
only
it charges.
the only controller that beats it was the Wii U Pro controller, and that thing had double the battery life of the Switch Pro controller.
Don't control like the batteries are just amazing. I go to my PlayStation one and it's like dying in 30 minutes when was fully charged. But the Pro controller is like you forget that you even have to charge the thing.
Yeah, it takes a while. It's a 40-hour battery life. I think the only other controller that's this generation anyway, not counting Wii U, that meets that is the Xbox One Super Elite controller. I don't know if it's what it's called, but it's like their second Elite controller, and that thing also has the same battery life. But that's a $200 controller. So
It's expensive.
yeah, that's super expensive.
But the Xbox controllers, they have good designs. They always have a variety of different. You can even like customize your own Xbox controller. But you can't
Yeah,
do that with the Switch. And the Xbox controller is all nice and dandy, but you ain't playing games on it, so
like I think
let's
Xbox
be
has
on the PC.
other than the battery situation with the Xbox, I think the Xbox has the best controllers. But and then with Switch Pro is like behind it, and then behind that is like PlayStation.
Nah, Switch Pro, Xbox, PlayStation, Wii Nunchuck, and Waggle.
I mean I put Xbox ahead because they're very like the Switch Pro and the Xbox controller are very similar in like how they're built. It's just that they have analog triggers and a mic jack.
I have mine right. Take the rest off of it. So yeah, I have the aqua blue, and it has this whole thing for the mic stuff. So this would be good on the Pro controller.
Yeah, like I still think the Xbox controller is the best modern controller right now because it has everything you would want it to have, and I just like that general shape of it, which is also why I like the Switch Pro controller because they have that same general shape.
What's tripping me up is the ABXY.
Oh yeah, because you get used to one than the other.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh crap.
Like regardless of what system you're on, though, X is always confusing because the X is on a completely different place in every system.
Uh, Haduku said, "Do you have an Xbox?" Yes, I do. I have an Xbox One. It's in the corner. I use this for Steam and my PC
Yeah,
because
I,
priorities.
I see Matt Made says that the D-pad on Xbox controllers suck. That's only accurate if you're talking about the Xbox 360.
You barely use the D-pad
Because
though.
the D-pad on the Xbox is literally built the same way Nintendo makes it. Because the patent ran out by the end of the 360 generation, so they were able to use the same build. So it's like I would even say the Xbox D-pad is better than the Switch Pro controller D-pad. If you're talking about Xbox 360, though, you'd be right because the 360 D-pad was garbage.
Yeah, but now we got a D-pad on the Switch Lite. which if you need a D-pad and you have a regular Switch, there's third party, people who just sell the left Joy-Con with the D-pad. That's how easy it is.
Yeah, my Switch actually is my Joy-Cons are modded, so it has a D-pad on my Joy-Con, so I don't even need it. Well, I mean, technically, it's different. It's not exactly the same, but I mean, it works for me, so I'm cool with it.
I don't have it modded anything. Don't like the Switch Pro Controller D-pad. I don't know what a bad D-pad does. Like,
I would say
the D-pad.
the problem with the Switch Pro Controller D-pad is that it's too like I don't know what you would call that part, but there's a part in the middle of the D-pad that kind of like makes it so that you don't press like multiple directions at the same time, so you can't push down the middle. And that thing is too small on like a lot of them. So when you try to like press up and left, sometimes it'll press the wrong direction. So the Switch Pro controller has that problem. Like not all of them have it. I think they fixed it like later on, but it is a thing. Like the Switch Pro controller is a lower quality D-pad than most of Nintendo's D-pads for some reason.
Lower quality, and that's like I can see it because I have the first in line kind of Pro controllers. So I like the first series of Pro controllers. I was going to replace it with the Smash Elite, not Elite controller, with the Smash Pro controller, but I had no money, so I was just like, I'll skip it, buy it later. Guess what? It's sold out. So I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of it's I don't know. I feel it's noticeable if you're someone who plays fighting games. Like I think Matt made mention fighting games in the chat. Yeah, he mentioned fighting games. That's the genre that is the most noticeable. That and platformers, I would say, like 2D platformers. Because how many times have you played Mario Maker where you're trying to run and jump or something, and you accidentally do a ground pound out of nowhere? Because I've seen that happen to a few people watching and playing the game, and that's because of the D-pad.
It's usually because the analog stick is down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's the D-pad.
I think it's
maybe
D-pad.
My configuration.
It's also like again fighting games too, because fighting games like require you to press like down, right, left, and then B or something like that.
All right. Terry Thomas asked, "Hey Mandy, what are your thoughts on some Switch games aren't 100% compatible with the new Switch Lite?" That's inevitable. Like, because some of them do require the docked position. The thing is, most games do run on it, but there are some that don't. I don't know how they're going to combat that in the future, but what I see is more like they have some Switch games on the Switch Lite, but they're all on the Switch. So if you make a Venn diagram, you put a circle and you put games, and inside there's the Switch. Then you put a little circle, and that is like the Switch Lite, and then some they overlap, others they don't. I think that was a little too much.
I mean, basically any game that does not support portable mode, if it's just a TV only game and it says it on the box, you just know it doesn't work with Lite, because Lite is just it's exactly the same as like taking your normal Switch and taking out and it's in portable mode. It's exactly the same thing as that, but you just have portable mode and that's it. So any game that doesn't support portable mode just doesn't support a Lite. That's basically how it is.
Nintendo Labo.
Yeah, and Labo, because you can't take out the Joy-Cons and all that.
So yeah, Switch Lite day one buy, CAG. Well, good for you, CAG. I'm gonna call him CAG because it's not KG. There's no dots in between the KA and the G, so it's CAG. So.
You can connect the necessary Joy-Cons for games like 1-2 Switch. Yeah, you could. That's like the like I guess the alternative.
The caveat.
Yeah, I mean, because I think the only games that you 100% cannot play are just any games that only play docked. I don't know how many games are like that because I don't own any that's like that.
I don't I
Yeah.
can't think of any on the top of my head. I mean, like
Yeah.
1-2 Switch is pretty much like the only one I could think of.
And even then, you could connect Joy Cons. Although without a kickstand, it would be kind of hard to play that game in particular. Like just like yeah, you could connect Joy Cons to it, but if you have it like set down on a table because there's no kickstand, you guys have to look over the entire time and also like play the
Some people
game.
want it like a controller esque thing, like the Wii U gamepad, which I don't. That's not a feature. It's not confirmed or anything. But I'm like $200 gamepad.
I mean, they could do that because they did that already, something like that already with well, not really, but it's kind of the same thing, I guess, where you would need another system with Mario Party. That thing where you needed like two switches next to each other, and then you would like connect the screens and all that.
That's too much hassle.
It is. I never got to try it because no one ever brings their Switch over to do it.
And that's another thing. People are like, if you want to play with friends, just play with the switches. I'm like, I don't think I can't expect everybody to have a switch. First of all, so you
I
can't have
think
that mindset going in with the light. Like, oh, everyone's gonna have a switch light.
I think it's just like the idea of the light, like everyone could just play on their own light, like that. I guess that idea is kind of just ingrained with like how 3DSs were like, because 3DSs were like that. Or like a lot of games, everyone had to have their own 3DS to play. Like if you had Smash on 3DS, God help you. But if you were playing Smash on 3DS, you kind of had to do that. You need like your own 3DSs. So I guess it's coming off like a similar idea.
One is okay. They're both supposed to be consoles that share the same game.
Yeah.
That's what like throws me off the most, honestly, because if it had like a different library or it's taking from the library of 3DS games and for the Switch Mini or Lite, that's a different story. But since it has the games for the console, because the Wii and the DS never kind of interacted or like its own identity stuff. But I'm not sure.
Honestly, I think the three, like the art, like I don't know, the idea of the 3DS in general, I think is something that's over time, even if we like it or not, is something that's going to be phased out over time.
Yeah.
Like 'cause we could say like, oh, I would like the 3DS games to eventually be playable on Switch, but you know, eventually we have to move on from like the older system into the newer one, right? And
But
if this,
usually have it where you could interact with the older games. Well, not anymore. Like with the Switch and all that, you can't play like Wii games or anything or Wii U games.
it would be similar to that of like the N64 not being able to play Super Nintendo.
Mm, yeah,
Like it would be
it
like
went
the
from a big jump. So
yeah, it would be like the first time in a while that they haven't had that. But I mean, at the same time, it, it's not out of the realm of possibility. I think.
anyone who is mad because the Switch doesn't appeal to them are ignorant. I wouldn't say ignorant. They just don't understand the concept because they could know like what it does, but they just still don't understand. So I wouldn't say ignorant. So I'm definitely gonna pre-order one. Get the turquoise. I mean, if you're gonna get one, at least get the turquoise. Okay, Geek has a question. If you could charger one thing about the Switch Lite, what would I think he means change. If you could change one thing about the Switch Lite, what would it be? And not existing doesn't count. I wouldn't say that. I would just say the biggest thing is the dock mode because that's what a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Because for me, being forced to play a console game like Breath of the Wild and Smash just portably doesn't really play. Doesn't really sit well. I'm recording. Sorry. Okay, later. Anyways, so yeah, the fact that you can't really put it on the TV, especially because I got so used to like the Switch kind of thing. So
Yeah, I mean, I understand because I know some people have arguments with the whole like why you can't dock it and that sort of thing, but that's kind of the same thing for me. I like if there's like a technical reason why I understand it, I'm not gonna like sit here and just be like, well, forget that. I hate facts. Like I'm not, I'm not gonna say that. But what I'm gonna say is that if they were able to have the Switch Lite be dockable, it probably would have been something that I'd be a lot more open to buying. Only because I can live without detachable Joy Cons. I can live without, some of the like features that it has, right? The one thing that I really use a lot on the Switch is being able to dock it. That's like the number one thing I personally use a lot. So while I understand why some people don't care for it and why they might buy the Switch Lite for that reason, I use it a lot. So because I do, I can't justify buying it for myself. But if it was able to be docked in any capacity, then yeah, I'd probably be a lot more open to it.
so yeah. So I hate facts. Sounds like BitBlock.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I hate facts. I just want everything exactly the way I want it. One to one. No, I don't want indies. I don't want anything else. Just give me nothing but what I demand. And if you don't do it, that's a bad business move.
That's probably why my video felt so douchey. Because this video was so like, oh, it's bad because okay, don't get me wrong, I stand by my reasons for some of them. Some of them did not make sense. But it's just the delivery is so bad. I'm like, oh, why do I have so many views on such a bad video? That's like the one video that I don't mind that it syncs without like no views or something. Uh, so like everybody be like, "Oh, you're that girl from the rant." I did get a few subscribers, which is cool, but
Probably have like the occasional person who, even though they didn't say anything, they probably low key agreed.
yeah, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So
And I'm seeing like some people in chat bring up that the Switch Lite is like the Vita done right. I used to own a Vita. I used to own the Vita, and let me just say, like, my problem with the Vita was two things. Well, no, three things. Three things. The memory cards being proprietary, which I know someone brought up already. The back touchpad was horrendous. I hated it. And the what was it? Oh yeah, I bought it because I love the idea of having console quality third party games portable. And every game that was even close to that ran like below 15 frames per second, even games that were PlayStation 2 games. So I hated that thing. And I got rid of it. And then I got the Switch, and the Switch is pretty much exactly what I wanted in that regard. And if the Switch Lite is just a Vita done right, then I'd say that's a good thing. Because that's exactly what I wanted the Vita to be in the first place.
yes, Sony should take notes. But who do you guys think the Mini is made for? People who want it? I mean, some people say it's made for people who just want portability or a smaller screen or for kids or for their girlfriend because they don't deserve a traditional Switch because, are, cheap. So
I would say like anyone who is not super overly serious with their gaming habit.
I've seen a lot of the kids and the girlfriend.
Because you know what? You know what those two have in common for a lot of people?
What?
They're casual.
Well, no, but it's like, okay, kids I understand. But, if it's a girl, she might want to play on the TV or something. Or, I don't know.
I think
Perfect price to buy my girl a Switch. Yes, it's what I've been waiting for.
all I'm saying is like the Switch Lite is good for a lot of things in terms of convenience, price point, and like things like that. But if you're gonna be like if you're that hardcore gamer person who would be the type of people in the chat or like the type of people who do podcasts like this, chances are you want like the best model you can get for a lot of the time. And if you're like passionate about it, then yeah, you're not gonna settle for like something cheaper unless you really like how it looks or you have collections or something like that. uh I feel like most of it is for people who don't already own a Switch. I think that's the demographic for it. People who don't already own a Switch, or people who just don't have the money to spend like that, and or just don't care about any of those extra features because they just want to play a game. They don't care about being able to dock. They don't care about detachable controllers. They just want to play a Switch game.
I get the detachable controllers part, but the docking, I think it's something a lot of people might not really care for at first, but then down the line are gonna be like, man, you know what? I want to play freaking Breath of the Wild on my TV, or I want to play Smash on the Pro controller, play a party game. I don't know. It's one of those features that I see down the line that they're gonna like they might do, but I get the Joy Cons. Like, yeah, they're overpriced. I understand, but the docking, I just don't get it. I
Well,
don't. I know they're trying to be a handheld only, so that's probably it. But
yeah, they're trying to focus on the 30% of like Switch players that only play handheld.
they
And
probably play both. I play both. Like, I
yeah,
can
like
literally take out it, play it, put it back in, play it on TV. Like, especially if you're a YouTuber, streamer, someone who wants to be on YouTube or wants to stream games and all that, get the normal Switch because you need gameplay. But other than that, you can't get that on the Switch Lite unless there's a special emulator for that.
I think and I did see someone in chat bring it up, so I want to bring it up too. That when I say like casual players, I'm not saying that handheld play only applies to casuals. I'm saying casual gamers will be more likely to adopt something that's cheaper and is more focused to that. So I'm not saying that Switch Lite only and handheld gaming only appeals to casuals. I'm saying that casuals like that sort of thing. That's why mobile games are so popular with casuals.
Yeah,
Like casuals care more about convenience. That's why they like digital distribution. That's why
I
they
think
like
people
mobile
who
stuff.
don't really know the wiser kind of would pick it. It's small. It's like I wouldn't say it's like on par, but like PC gaming and regular gaming or console gaming. I don't see a casual going for a PC gaming,
Yeah,
but
like,
more likely go to a console.
and even then, someone who's even more casual than that. But also, it's not even like a situation where they might be none the wiser. It could be deliberate. Like they really just genuinely do not care about having the best possible graphics, or maybe they just do not care about docking and all that stuff. They just want maybe they see a Switch game they really want to play, but they go, okay, let me look at the models available. They see one that's cheaper, and they really don't care about putting it on their TV or having all that stuff. They're just like, I don't care. I just want to play the game. Just give me the system. So they'll buy the
That's
cheapest
why I
one.
said they don't know the wiser because they haven't had the Switch played with it on handheld TV, so it kind of appeals to them because they're like, hey, I don't want to pay $300. I like this one.
Yeah, I'm sure that there'll be people like that, but I'm also saying that there's going to be people who are aware and they just don't care. They're not interested in that. Or maybe they've tried it at a friend's house and they just go like,
I
you
could
know,
live without it.
yeah, I can live without it. I need the 100. I need to save the money.
Yeah, I don't know. The way I shop for technology is I don't really go for the cheapest. I go for the one I want with the most features. The thing I'm going to get the most bang for my buck. So if I go to the store, I don't to buy a console. I don't going for the cheapest one. I look for one that I like, has all my needs. Probably the best one. That's just the type of person I am. If it's more expensive, I'll save up for that rather than get a cheaper version because then down the line I would want to upgrade and it's like redundant at that point.
Mm. Yeah, I just feel that the regular Switch is just, oh, we have all the bells and whistles, and then Switch Lite is like, all right, if you don't care about any of these bells and whistles, here's just the bare minimum so you can play the games, and then you're on your way.
Yeah, I mean, there's also used switches and like, well, that's only in Japan where they have the dockless switch.
Yeah. And imagine, and if you think about like the $300 Switch being used is close in price to the Switch Lite, wait till the Switch Lite is used. How much cheaper that'll be by comparison.
That's true. I mean, it's definitely something we're gonna have to wait and see. It's an
Yeah.
interesting predicament. We never had a portable console against a portable console, so you just gotta wait and see what's gonna happen. And yeah, it's cheap, but the way I see it, I don't shop for cheapness. Especially with technology, gaming, TVs, all that stuff, my computer. I don't go for the cheapest stuff. I just don't. I just go for the stuff that will give me my bang for my buck. So
Mm. Yeah, some people look at it that way. Like that's why I own some of the things that I own because I want the best like version of it if that I can get. Anyways, a lot of people just don't care about that. They just want the bare minimum so they can be on their way. And again, it's not like Switch Mini is just cheaper; it's also smaller. Maybe some people like the smaller size for convenience reasons and whatnot. So yeah, that's all. That's all I
I mean,
got.
okay, my last thing on it, it's a thing. It's gonna be a thing. Nintendo's gonna do the thing. We just gotta wait and see until what happens with it, the games, how it runs, kind of what path it's gonna take. But I don't hate the thing. It's actually a pretty good looking console, especially with the colors. Very nice little thing. So I'm just going on the record. I don't hate it. I don't hate people who buy it. Why would I do that? Nor do I, uh, you know, dislike it a lot like that. And if it's something I would buy down the line, it has to have certain features, but you know, it's all water under the bridge, so just ignore that other video. And then we cool. So
I mean, for just to be clear, I do think it'll be successful. Like I think it'll sell enough to be successful.
just looking at it, it's like it's gonna sell well.
Yeah. Like I think it has its market and I think it'll sell well. Like I think it's definitely like
But selling and doing well are two different stories. Like,
well, I mean doing well in terms of sales.
like, huh?
I mean doing well in terms of sales at least.
Yeah, it's gonna sell, but like when people have it, do they like it? Do they prefer it from the Switch? What are the perks? All that stuff. Would they go back to a Switch? All that stuff. You kind of have to just wait and see. Sales could tell you one thing, but there's more to the picture, obviously, because it's just a sale. Doesn't tell you if the person liked this, or nothing like that. So. It will outsell. Okay, Cat, you need to calm down. You hyping stuff up. Yeah, we know it's gonna sell. It won't sell as much as the Switch. I don't think so, but just chill on the hype, man. Okay, go ahead. Take it away, Shifty.
I mean, I think I don't know. I think it's gonna be successful. I don't think it's a bad system. It's just not for me because I like having the docking ability. That's basically my you know my problem with it. And that doesn't mean that I hate it either. It's just like a situation of do I want to buy something that caters to a demographic that I'm not particularly part of. At least I don't feel like I am. I know there's people, and I'm sure CAG is one of them too, where he probably prefers playing portable, and that's fine. It's just when I talk about myself and my personal life and how I play my own Switch, I know that it's not going to fit that mold of what I already do with my Switch as it is. I don't need it. Is basically my point. So while I'm not, the demographic for it, I know there's a pretty sizable demographic out there. It was like I said, it was like 30% of all Switch players play primarily portable.
Everyone's girlfriend.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not part of that 30%, but 30% of like what, almost 40 million Switches is still a lot of people.
Yeah, it's gonna sell well. So chill with this.
Like it's definitely gonna do well.
F1 said, I'm just worried about build quality. Eh, it looks cute. I mean, the one thing I would worry about is like the heat, but the heat on the Switch is not even that bad. So I don't think a light version will be that bad.
I'm not uh I'm not concerned about that. The only thing I guess I can be concerned about is the stick drift. Because Joy-Con stick drift is a very common thing, and stick drift on a console where you can't just change the controllers might be a little more problematic.
That's why I said maybe they should fix the Joy Cons. No, well, not now. Like just for future Joy Cons, fix the stick drift.
I mean, maybe they have with the
I think a Joy-Con revision is gonna happen, like where they're gonna put the D-pad on the regular ones and make it like a new model, so you can put on your Switch and doesn't have all those buggy drifts. Like, where are you going?
yeah, I don't like. I think the Joy Cons are great for portable play. It's just that the drift is the one thing that gets annoying for a lot of people. So if they manage to fix that in the Switch Lite, and there's like people are not experiencing a ton of drift on their Switch Lites, then I'd say we're good.
All right, so there we have it. This is the end of Mandy Show Part Dos. And wait, what? The Switch Mini is dumb. Enough said. I like how you just flew in just to say that.
Wasn't the stick drift due to Bluetooth interference? Maybe. If that's what it is, then I mean, yeah, we'll probably be good with the Switch Lite. I'm not really sure what caused it. I just know it was like a big thing.
All right, well, you heard it here, folks. Joy-Con revision for the normal Switch. That should be a thing. We'll wait and see. Switch Lite. Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad? We'll wait and see. Uh,
I say good, just not for me. That's what I'm putting it out there. It's gonna be good. It's gonna do well. It's gonna be a good quality console. I'm just not buying it.
we'll wait and see. So, with all that being said, I don't know. Okay, outro. Where are they gonna find you, Shifty?
They can find me on my channel that I'm assuming is in the description.
I'll double check.
But yeah, I do a lot of Smash content. I stream every week playing Smash Brothers with people in chat, so definitely come through. We play competitive rules
On the chat.
What's that?
You can put your channel in the chat.
Then I should pull it up really quick then. But yeah, I do mostly competitive roles when I stream Smash Brothers. So if you're interested on a more competitive side of things, then definitely come through.
Okay.
Oh, and yes, what T Belly said in the chat, I was also number 1 for Smash Ultimate. In terms of what was it? Smash Ultimate Midnight Launch, Nintendo NYC, that whole thing. So that was the thing as well. I was that guy. So yeah.
All right, check him out, and you know where you guys can find me. Subscribe if you haven't, and like if you haven't. Yeah, I do Nintendo content. I do live streams. I do videos, and I just do me. So that's cool.
And sometimes you get a hot take every once in a while.
And when they're hot, they're hot. Like that dislike ratio. Anyways. There should be a better way to like outros. I'm rusty. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yes, what T Belly said, I do great videos. So with all that being said, I hope you guys have an awesome night and awesome weekend. Hope you guys have a good time and play a good game. Bye.
See ya.
Oh man.